Yo, welcome back to another video. And in today's training video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I managed to sell over $1 million in sales, which is really more like 1.15 million because you can see over here in my screenshot, it's about €1 million ever since I restarted dropshipping back in about October 2024 all the way till now, which is about a span of 15 months, 16 months-ish. But I really restarted dropshipping again back in 2025. And right now we are doing like 100k months consistently using this exact strategy that I'm about to show you. And it's really simple, if you're a beginner and you have a low budget of like maybe like $1,000 to $3,000. Honestly, this strategy is perfect for you because you can get started really quickly. And the other thing is also you can get profitable really quickly as well. So I'm going to share with you all the good stuff right now. So basically, right, with this strategy and how it actually works, right? So first off, I want to share a little bit about why this this strategy works really well for beginners. Number one is there's a really low barrier to entry, all right? You can literally just start with like $1,000 to $2,000. You don't need to hold any inventory, no warehouse. I mean, obviously this is drop shipping. I kind of like made it slide through AI, so it's just like, saying the obvious. And basically, unlike other platforms such as like starting on, like Google Ads, right? I've seen like a lot of YouTubers talking about Google Ads, which is great. Google is a really extremely powerful platform. But most of you guys won't be able to get approved on Google. You don't have the right strategy. You don't have the right, you don't have enough budget to basically, kind of like barrel through to, get things going on Google. Whereas with this strategy, the barrier of entry is super low and you can start really, really quickly, right? So unlike like, Google, you may take like months to get approved. For this strategy, we're gonna be using Facebook ads, and you can literally have if you already have a Facebook ad account, you can literally start and launch today or even like tomorrow. So right now I want to talk a little bit about how the strategy actually works, right? So step one, you want to focus on a market and you want to localize it. So for example, if you are selling in Germany, you can start like a German store, and you want to sell in euros, and you want to basically localize the store so that your customers will think that, wow, this is actually a trusted local store. You want to focus on fashion, and you want to add around like 5 to 10 fashion products to your store. And right now it's like the spring season, so you want to focus on like spring and coming summer. So like dresses are doing really well for us, kind of like light fall jackets, sweaters, and they they all work really well. And you want to add this into your basically your store, and then you can start at like $25 per day on Facebook ads, testing with like 3 creatives per product. So with just $25 per day, you can actually start and you can actually be profitable. And the reason why I really love this strategy so much, because this is exactly the playbook that I'm using. That's currently making me 1k plus a day in daily net profits. And it seems like really simple. But I'll be honest, if the way that this strategy actually works, it actually takes a little bit of time to stack. So if you are like a beginner, right, you're not gonna take this approach, and you're probably not gonna be able to scale to like 5-10k days within like a short period of time. Even like people whom are somewhat experienced, like one of my friends whom I'm coaching personally, it took him about 3 to 4 weeks before he started hitting like 1k days, and right now doing like 1.5k days, right? So it takes time to like stack like these different campaigns and to basically get to the point where you're hitting like 6 figures a month. And how this actually works is, say for example, you start with one store, $25 per day, you add 5 to 10 products every single day until the campaign becomes profitable. And once it's profitable, you just scale it, increase the budget, and you double the budget until you find the sweet spot, which is gonna be around like $50 to like $100 per day. It seems like really small, right? Like $100 per day on for one particular campaign. But the thing is, like right now, what works really well on Meta is by stacking small campaigns, and this is like what I've been doing to hit like 5k days with like really good profit margins. So you basically you scale these campaigns up to like $50 per day to $100 per day, or wherever the sweet spot is, and most of the time it's $100 per day, and you keep doing the same thing. And you literally just like create like a new campaign, and you let the old campaign run at like $100 per day. You don't touch it. Start at $25 per day again. Keep adding products into a new campaign, 5 to 10 products a day, 3 creatives per product, and then keep launching like every single day until it's profitable. Once it's profitable, you double the budget to 50. 50 still works. Double the budget from 50 to 100. And then you create a new campaign, again. And you do this for multiple markets, right? So right now, with this particular approach, we currently have like 10 plus stores ongoing, and out of all 10 plus stores that we have, we probably have like 12 to 15 profitable campaigns that are running at $50 to $100 per day. And the really amazing thing about this is because you can start with an extremely low budget, number one. And the second thing is also the returns are really high. So campaigns that's running at $50 per day, most of the time they're doing like, anywhere from like 3x to like 5x or even like 7x ROI. And then you just keep stacking this on. You just keep stacking these low budget campaigns. And surprisingly, you can actually hit like, 8k days, 10k days, even possible, right? one of my friend who is like using this exact strategy. He's like literally doing like 3 to like 4k profit days just by making around like 9 to 10k a day in sales. So like literally doing like a 30 to 40% profit margin, and he's making the same amount of profits as people who are doing like 20 to 30k days. So this is a strategy that works extremely well for us right now. And this is kind of like a brief summary of how it works, and to give you a little bit about like little bit of more relatability to how I'm actually running right now, so that you can kind of like picture in your mind how it actually works. Right now we have like 10 plus active campaigns. Like I said earlier, right, they're running profitably at 50 to $100 per day, and I'm just like literally repeating the same process, creating new campaigns, and yeah, just like making like 1k plus daily profits really consistently. And the way I kind of like really see it is like, these like campaigns with like all the ads inside, they're kind of like like a mini money printing machine, right? Each campaign is maybe like printing like 50 to $100 per day. Just keep stacking it, stacking it, stacking until you have like 10, 20, 30 of those, and then you can be making like 2 to 3k like profit days. So this is how I've been doing it, to give you like some insight as to how it actually looks in real time. So right now this is my Facebook ad account for one of the store that we're running, and right now, like I said, we have like over 15 stores. This is just a one ad account. So you can see the budget is very low, right? One is at $50 per day, and then one at the top is at $25 per day. And over the last 3 days, including today, the average return is like 3.16. And I'm literally just letting it run, adding products to like like the campaign at the top, because I'm trying to scale the campaign at the top to like $50 per day or $100 per day. Whereas the campaign at the bottom, it's already have been profitable. So, and we tried to scale it and it didn't work. So I'm just letting it run at $50 per day. And you can see, over the last 3 to 4 days, it's gotten like 3.45 on return. And we know like Facebook 10 to under reports is probably more like 4 to like 4.5. So this is just for one store. And you can see, in the other store that I have, this is like another store that we're running profitably. See, the bottom campaign is a campaign that is profitable, that I'm just literally letting it run and collecting profits daily. Over the last 3 days, we made like 5.49 in return. It's at $100 per day. The made back about 2.2k in sales in the last 3 days, including today. But the top campaign is still not profitable yet. We're still giving it time because it's a new campaign. Still like 0.91 return. But overall, this store is still like very profitable. So for the final example, you can see like this other store as well. The last 3 days, we spent about 171 on Facebook, made back about 5.01 return, which is about close to about 1k in sales over the last 3 days. And this is just 3 stores. And imagine I have like 15 stores, and like literally, I'm not kidding when I say like more than half of these stores are profitable. Probably like, I think like 80% of them are profitable. Like right now, we only have like 3 stores that are not profitable. So literally, that's how you do. You just keep like stacking these like small stores. It may not seem much, it's like just like $50 per day, $100 per day campaign. But I think is when you keep stacking them, and you have like multiple stores like this, multiple campaigns on each stores, the profits can rack up really, really quickly. You can be making like 1 to 2k days. And the thing is, it's also super consistent. And I want to show you a little bit about results, about the kind of, I want to show you a little bit about the kind of results that people have been getting through with this strategy. So Jordi, one of the mentor and also one of my business partner, whom is currently teaching this exact strategy in our private mentorship in eCom Revolution, which you can join in the link in our community. Yesterday he posted, he made about 8.3k in euros in sales, and he made about 3.4k in gross profit. I know you can't really see like the exact numbers, but trust me, this guy is, whatever he says is like, he's 100% legit. So he made about 3.4k in profit. And then we also have Dante, he started this strategy about like 2 to 3 months ago, and I've been helping him personally. And he made about like 1.5k across all stores yesterday with about 400 in ad spend. You can see over here, one of his stores at 332 and 1.1k. And then he spent about 237 this one at the account, $66 in this one at the account. So about, $300 in ad spend. And he made about, I think, 500 to 600 in profit. So this strategy is what we've been doing to basically keep our margins really high, and just keep collecting these profits through dropshipping. And this is what has been working really well. And if you like this video, if you want me to share more about how I'm actually, you want me to go into detail about how we actually set up the store and everything, like how we find products and everything, number one, you can actually go and join my private mentorship. We have like a full course breaking down how we actually do it. Or you can just like send me a message on Instagram or leave a comment below. Let me know what you want me to go through, and I'll make a video on that. And if I did my YouTube channel, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.